Hello, dear Aries. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all that you do for my channel. Today is the 15th of December, 10 days before Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of you. Happy holidays. Hope that the new year 2019 works out in your favor, brings you all that you need in your life, all that you've worked hard for. Okay, so this is the Divine Spread, General and Love Divine Spread for mid-December 2018. Let's take your Karma Dharma card, and I'm using a new deck for you for the Divine Spread. I will show you which it is. Let's look at the Karma Dharma message for Aries. And we've got the Chariot. This is amazing. I love the Chariot. Cancer. This is the sign of Cancer. Now this is movement. This is metaphorical and literal movement. Some of you are just metaphorically overcoming any obstacles. The Chariot says that you're in the driver's seat. You can move forward. It's time to move. It's time to get out of what was not working for you. You are pushing ahead. Look at the way that these horses are being catapulted ahead. It's like it's very quick energy. Now we've got a full moon on the 22nd or 23rd in Cancer, and that's where the North Node is. So we're moving into destiny. It's time of fate, dear Aries. Now I'm going to be doing the spread with a mystical tarot, and it's by Guiliano, Costa. Okay, this is a new deck and I love it. It's so easy to work with. The depictions on it are quite interesting. So let's do your spread, and I will be taking a Black Moon Astrology card for you as well. So for Aries, Spirit Guides and Angels, what are the messages? Okay, wow. Another card just flipped open, and I'm going to take it. So what fell out is the Chariot, and this we don't make up. This is a real message for you. You are literally and metaphorically moving very powerfully forward. Now, the Chariot is a number 7. It's a number 7, and Cancer is the house of home. Now here we've got the Four of Pentacles that fell out. So I'm going to put these cards together at the root of your reading. So family situations here. Anything to do with a mother. Cancer is the mother. Cancer is the home. It's your foundation, your family, your marital relationship, your marital situation. We've also got the Nine of Swords. Now the Nine of Swords is being stuck, not being able to move. I'm going to put this back in, even though yes, I'm talking about it because it's obviously in your life. But you're at the 9, guys. You're at the 9. So anything that you've been holding back on, there's been worry and anguish that you're moving away from. Now, air qualities, so Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. So you've been going through sleepless nights, and that's what's going to make you move forward. You know, when we go through hard situations, when we don't receive what we yearn for, what we've earned, what we've worked really hard for, we can really be up in our heads thinking, why am I not manifesting? Why I've been putting so much work into this? I've been saving so much money. I've been saving myself for that special person. Why are they not coming forth? Let me cut the cards. Now some of you may be dealing with a Taurian person, you may have strong Taurus in your chart. And I'm saying that because I usually see the Four of Pentacles as Taurian energy. So you are minding your heart. Maybe you've been hurt in the past. Could be an air sign that has hurt you. Could be a Cancerian that has hurt you. Now, sun, moon, or rising. Let's see what's in the hidden position. And we've got the Five of Wands. Putting in that hard work, but there are disagreements. In the recent past, Ace of Swords. In the now position, Three of Swords. Crowning your reading, dear Aries, is the Ten of Cups. The action and advice to take is the Hermit. And this is the energy of Virgo. The outcome for you, dear Aries, is the Hierophant. I just mentioned Taurus. Now the Hierophant is your beliefs. It's a marriage. It's also a 5. Now, the Hierophant, being Taurus, speaks of our values. It speaks of being stuck in a situation that you need to abide by, let's say because of tradition, because of religion, because of family. Whatever the case, the Hierophant brings in change. He's a number 5. Again, I'm saying you've got 2 5s, the Five of Wands and the Hierophant. What I want to look at is the divine position. And we've got the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is that new portal that you're going through. Sagittarian energy for me, it is the time of Sag right now. The Sun is there, Jupiter is there, Mercury is there. We need to look at the bigger picture. We need to speak our truth. Some of us may need to travel. Look at this man. Usually we've got the world ball in our hands. Now here it's not the world. It's as though there's a darkness. It's as though we're looking at the world at night. So the message that I get from this is, you know, things surrounding Cancer, which Cancer, the full moon, on the 22nd or 23rd, is going to be a pivotal point for you. Now, full moons speak of culmination. The moon in Cancer is very strong. That's where its rulership is, in Cancer. So that's going to be a very important time for you in relation to going through that new portal, making a choice. He's looking straight at the Four of Pentacles and the Chariot. So he's making a choice whether to move, to go through that new portal or not. And I feel that there is a indecision that you're going through. And that is because we've got the Chariot twice here, but both chariots are looking, one is looking to the past and one is looking to the future. So we're out of the retrograde season. Uranus is the only planet that's still retrograde in Aries at the last degrees of your sign. Now March, I would say March, April, is when Uranus will be moving into Taurus. Could that be the time for you where the change will happen? You're moving into your values. You're rebelling. You're doing things in your own way. And Uranus will be turning direct on the 7th of January. So that could be when you start to move forward, literally. Let's take a card, Aries. And we've got Moon, which is soul. Now it's a number 2. Taurus, the house of Taurus is the second house. It's our value system. Okay, Taurus is also the physical body. It's also, Taurus speaks of earned income. If we're looking at, you know, anything to do with money. our comfort zone. Now the moon is the soul, and the soul is where the heart is. So as I said, this full moon in Cancer is going to be very important for you, a very important time. So here in the hidden position, Five of Wands, not being on the same page, not being on the same level passionately with someone. Maybe that's why we've got the Three of Swords here. Now this is heartache and heartbreak. This is what you're going through right now. There's been some sort of a disappointment. Now this may not be something huge. This could be something not so drastic. Three of Swords. Swords are our perception. It's the way we think. Sometimes we may be thinking negatively. Now, because the full moon is in Cancer, and we're, just after the solstice is the full moon. So it's a very important time. Could it be negative thinking with that Nine of Swords? Could it be the way you're looking at a situation? Could it be that with Cancerian energy, you have not been loved and nurtured, and that's why you are moving forward? You are moving away. Others of you may be actually moving in to a new direction. Your relationship is taking on new form. There's going to be more love, more giving. That's what Cancer does. Cancer wears their heart on their sleeve. You've got Cancer twice here. In the recent past, Ace of Swords, speaking your truth. Sometimes speaking our truth can be quite harsh for some other people. They may need time to get used to the idea, to get used to the truth. Putting all your cards on the table, opening your cards and speaking your truth. You may go through a bit of difficult energy. The perception and the way your truth comes across may be quite, disheartening for someone else. Now, you may be dealing with someone who's got strong air. So, as I said, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Now, this could be sun, moon, or rising. It's either in your chart or it's your partner. And this could bring a bit of not a complete cutting away and changing your relationship, but taking your relationship on a new step, a new level of communication, where truth sometimes, even though it can hurt, it can still bring happiness, because we've got the Ten of Cups here. So bringing things out into the open can be quite relieving, can be quite quenching for someone. Now, Ten of Cups is family bliss, it's happiness, it's a happy family situation. Could it be that the move is going to bring in happiness for you, because this is what's on your mind, and this is also your crowning card, which is your goal. Now, the fact that the card is here speaks very positive for me, very positively. Now, speaking your truth and making this movement, whether it's a real movement or just a metaphorical, you're taking your relationship, your committed partnership to a next level by speaking your truth. We've got the 10, which breaks down to the Ace. So it's like finishing up a cycle and beginning a new cycle, where you've got the Ace of Cups here. So Virgo energy here. Virgo looks at the details. Virgo can be nitty-picky. They can be just, overthinking things. Going within. The Hermit is a very spiritual energy. Very spiritual indeed. Now, the Hermit as well as the Hierophant. These two people are very spiritual. They're on the same level. Okay? So, again, spiritual growth here with the Chariot, which is a number 7. That is the divine. It's a very important time here. But the Hermit is one step before the Wheel of Fortune. So there is the indication of happiness here, but you're one step before it. Now, could it be that because Taurus, the opposite sign of Taurus is Scorpio, and Scorpio is, Venus is still there. Venus is the goddess of love. She's, anything to do with projects, anything to do with your value systems. Scorpio and Venus being there says that Scorpio is very hidden. Those difficult conversations need to be had. Anything to do with sexuality, death and transformation. Venus is still at 8 degrees. She needs to get to the 10-degree mark before she hits that new area, because she started retrograding at 10 degrees. So could it be that that's still the energy that you're working through? And it's not long before Venus is going to sextile Pluto. And Pluto is the death and transformation. In a couple of weeks, that's going to happen. So with the new year, could bring great changes in anything to do with love, family, religion, your values. And this could be taking your relationship to the next level, marriage. Someone could actually be looking at marriage and thinking of, popping the question. And the Chariot could mean that you're moving in together. So you've had some sort of disappointment, but it's not going to last long, because this is the energy you're moving through now. We've got a lot of positive energy at this time, dear Aries, a lot. Now, there's quite a few things going on in Pisces, which is your 12th house, which is the dark house. You don't know what's going on. We've got Chiron there, which speaks of healing. We've got Mars, which is your ruler. Mars is going to come out of Pisces on the 31st of December. So you're going to be extra strong. You're going to be the warrior that's going to take action. It's as though you are sucking up new life into you. And you're going to be, as I said before, with these horses, you're going to start catapulting forward. I really believe that by your birthday, things are going to be on a new level for you. Also, the moon is still in Pisces. That's, the moon is our emotions. It's our sensitivities. It's motherhood issues. And Neptune, of course, is in your 12th house. Now, Neptune can be very deceptive, but Neptune can also be the divine love. Let me take some more cards. And I feel that there's going to be some soul searching, but there's also going to be open conversations where someone will be opening up their soul and their heart to speak to you clearly about where they're at and about where they want to take the situation. Now, the 8 of Cups just opened up. 8 of Cups is, again, that spiritual growth for me. You are looking for those 2 of Cups. That's probably why you're moving away, moving quickly. And I'm going to put this card on top of the Chariot. I'm going to take one more card on that. Again, number 8. 8 is a beautiful number. 8 is the house of Scorpio. It's also the energy of the Strength card. Usually in the Rider-Waite Tarot, we've got someone moving towards the future. This person is still looking to the past. And I do believe that this is Uranus still retrograde. And Uranus is the rebel. Uranus will break down what does not work. It's going to be the genius. You're going to become the genius that's going to do things in a different way. So you're still looking at the truth. You're still looking about speaking your truth. You are frightened. I'm going to say, don't be. Wow. Because you've got the Lovers here. The Lovers card, and it's so Leo. It looks like the Sun card here. This is beautiful. Gemini is here, and Gemini is the logic. It's the left brain because it rules. It's ruled by Mercury. So you've got Gemini and Virgo. Those two signs are ruled by Mercury. Now Mercury is in Sagittarius. You need to open up and speak your truth. You need to look at the bigger picture, and you need to take that adventure. Let's look at the divine position. There are indications of the past here for you still. Aries. He's looking towards the past. The Eight of Cups is looking to the past. But the Hermit is facing the future. So go within. Go within and look for those answers. You will be enlightened. Let me take a card on, as I said, Two of Wands. And we've got the King of Wands. Yep, the King of Wands. Did I say wands? Oh, goodness. King of Swords, and what a sword that is. King of Swords is, this would be Gemini. Gemini, because we've got the Lovers here. Now, the Lovers is a head over heart decision. Some of you could be turning your back on this King of Swords and going for and I want to say, I said King of Wands. We've got Two of Wands here. Let's look at that Five of Wands. What's in the hidden position? And we've got the Nine of Wands. One step before the completion. More wands, more fiery energy. Now, if I add the wands together, the 9 and the 5, they equal 14, which is Sagittarius. It's the Temperance. Let's look at this Ace of Swords. And we've got the Fool. This is the Fool, yes. Wow. And we've got, did I say the Fool? So sorry. This is the Magician. I'm just getting used to these cards. And the Magician is Mercury. It's, again, speak your truth. What a beautiful card. This is an ace. Two aces here. As above, so below. As above, so below. So, as externally, so within, I want to say. So what is happening around you is really affecting you within. So I want to say that there's two types of energies. You can either be in the Piscean energy right now, which is hard, Chiron is there, or you can either move into the Sagittarian energy where Jupiter is there of expansion, luck and growth. Let's look at that Three of Swords. There's that Nine of Swords again, okay? 9, another 9. You've got two 9s. So you've been heartbroken by a Gemini, it looks like. You've got a head over heart decision in relation to, some of you could be a love triangle. Three of Swords can speak of deception. Let me take one more card on that Nine of Swords, Three of Swords. And we've got, what did I say before? The Fool. Well, here we've got the Page of Wands, which is like the Fool. It's the minor arcana of the Fool. Okay, so this is taking a risk, going on that new journey, sending that message of passion through, taking a risk. Let's look at that 10 of Cups. Now, you may be receiving a message, a very passionate message. Someone is sending you a message that's going to bring in the change. And I feel that it's a wonderful message. Look at this, 6 of Wands. Now, if this is business, look at your cups. They're full. 10 of Cups, 6 of Wands. Send that message. If this is you sending the message, do so. Now, 6 of Wands, another card of balance, riding high. This can be also quite egotistical energy. You know, you've reached a point of success, but don't go overboard. We're not gods. We're only human. Okay? Everyone has a turn in their life to reach success. So be humble, dear Aries. Congratulate yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. But don't let it get to your head, I want to say. Let's look at that Hermit. So you're receiving congratulations and accolades from the world on a job well done. Maybe you're very proud of your accomplishment as well. Very proud. And the hard work that you've put in is going to succeed. It's going to give you the return. Let's look at the Hermit. Wow, death and transformation. Scorpio. Scorpio. So, now Scorpio before is all about intimacy, shared resources, secrets. Going within and receiving the messages from the divine is going to help you to transform. Now the death card is never easy. Death is never easy. But you need to stand by your values. That's what Venus is in Scorpio. Let's look at the Hierophant. And this is Taurus. Taurus, which is the sign opposite to Scorpio. Wow, the Devil. Oh my God, check out this card and how difficult this is. Now, many times I see the Hierophant as restrictive energy. The Devil is Saturn, putting in the hard work, standing in your integrity. We've got Pluto and we've got Saturn. Saturn rules Capricorn. Capricorn is putting in the hard work, the authoritarian, becoming the wiser, the guru. Again, Sagittarius rings a bell here. Looking at the bigger picture, putting in the hard work, and just going for what you feel very passionate about, what draws you in. Now, the Devil card can be difficult energy, but it can also be a very strong pull, very karmic. I'm going to take another card. Now, the Sun is in Sag at 22 degrees. Soon it will be moving into Capricorn. Could be the time, Aries. When the Sun is in Capricorn, that could be the time that you are dealing with the Hierophant. Whatever that card speaks to you of in your personal situation. And we've got the Three of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles is growth, expansion. Now the Devil can speak of working very hard, but you're working very hard in a corporate situation, in a big company, but your hard work is paying off because you are being noticed for your skills. You are being noticed on what good work you do. Excuse me. I would like to take another card on the King of Swords here in the divine position. King of Swords, Two of Wands. Wow, and we've got the King of Pentacles as well. This is incredible. This is really incredible. So this is Taurus for me. Very Taurus. Some of you could be Virgo. Remember I was talking about Taurus and the value in your life, your comforts, the second house. I said that, you know, once Uranus moves into Taurus, that's when the change could be coming in for you. Now, Taurus is the opposite sign. Let me move these cards up for you. Taurus is the opposite sign to Scorpio. So you've got Scorpio and Taurus here. Some of you could be dealing with someone who is Taurus. They could be showing up as Scorpio, or they're Scorpio and they're showing up as Taurus as well. Others of you are dealing with two different people, an air sign, which would be Gemini, and an earth sign, which would be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, but I'm going to say Taurus more than likely. And Taurus was also mentioned here at the root of the issue. Interesting. Now, I'm going to say, because we've got the Chariot here, this is the North Node in Cancer. Some of you could have your North Node in Cancer. So we've got Cancer and Capricorn, you see. South Node is in Capricorn. So whoever is familiar with their natal chart, whatever you've got around the 27 degrees in your chart, you know, or planets around that degree, January is going to be a very, very interesting month for you, because that's where the eclipses are taking place. In Cancer and in Capricorn, that's where the nodes are. So for some of you, you could have your North Node in Cancer. And of course your South Node would be in Capricorn. Now it could be the opposite. Your South Node could be in Cancer and your North Node in Capricorn. Let me take on this Karma Dharma position. And we've got Omaggio di Preziosi, which is the precious gift. We've got Amica, which is like harmony. You are finding the balance. This is like Libra. This is a confidant, a best friend. Now look at the numbers on them. Number 4, which speaks of family and home. Here we've got number 8, which is Scorpio. So whatever comes up, whatever Venus digs up, it's going to bring you balance. It's going to bring you harmony. And here we've got Artista, which for me is it's the genius. It's the scientist. Scientist, which would be Aquarian energy, because Aquarius rules Uranus. I should say Uranus rules Aquarius. And here's a number 7. So there's a discovery that's being made here. A discovery. A very, very good discovery. Now the Artista can also be a solicitor, who is a godsend to those of you that are going through any legal issues in relation to family, love, business. Let's look at, what I want to look at is the divine position. Oh, these cards are just amazing. They're so beautiful. The divine position, we've got Vedovo, which is looking at your past, being stuck in the past, crying over something that's happened. Here we've got the Giovina Fanciulla. She's looking towards the future. The Vedovo is looking towards the past. And we've got the Superbia, which is something wonderful that's coming through. Now this could speak of vanity and ego as well. And I was talking about your ego. Please try and keep that in check. So, as I said, the Two of Wands is looking towards the past. Some of you are really mulling over your past, but the Virgin here, Giovina Fanciulla, and she could have been the young maiden who was the third party, let's say. But in most cases, I would say that this is something new, something fresh, very Virgo-ish, which is very pure, is something very pure and of value is coming into your life, dear Aries. This is real. So you need to look into the future and let the past be where it is, in the past. I want to look at the hidden position, which is the 5 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. We've got Fedelta, which is loyalty and companionship. The loyal person in your life. This is another 9. This is like the 9 of Cups. We've got the 7 divine number, gran consolazione. Everything that your heart desires is here. And the news, lettera, is coming through. The clarity is coming through. Now, these could even be legal documents. Let me take one more card. So you've got 3 nines. You've got the Hermit, you've got the 9 of Wands, and you've got the 9 of Swords. So you're almost there. Let me take one more card. And we've got Viaggio, which is like, again, Sagittarius, you've got a visitor coming in. The knight in shining armor is coming through. Some of you are actually traveling, or you are receiving a traveler. Someone is coming through. Viaggio. Some of you are going on a voyage. And this could be, of course, literal movement. Literal. Someone is coming back from the past. The Voyager is going towards the past. Remember, Uranus in retrograde. Let me take just on the outcome. Let me just take on that outcome. And I think I will, like, I could keep going for hours here. But people don't have the time for that. No, neither do I. Wow, sacerdote. There's the Hierophant again. There's the Hierophant. And the priest is a number 13, Scorpio. So this man could be the man that stands alone, and he could be quite secretive about that, secretive about anything. Now, I think that that's the problem here, because, you know, this card is on top of the devil. Pluto is in Capricorn, and Pluto can be death and transformation, but it's also very hidden. Here we've got the Ammalato, low psychological energy, and this is a number 4, so this is some sort of a disappointment. Now, this can be a literal illness, this can be a psychological difficult position to be in, but here we've got the Allegrezza al Cuore, and you know, it's a number 5. It's like the 5 of Cups, which says that do not look at the past, look at the future. Now, the Allegrezza al Cuore, there's always 3 people here. It's right on top of the 3 of Pentacles. But it's also a card of joy and happiness. And, you know, celebrating success to do with business. So I want to say just that for the singles, we've got, very importantly, we've got an air sign. So Gemini, more than likely. I'm going to say Taurus as the earth sign. And I'm also going to mention Cancer. Now, Sun, Moon, or Rising, they're the main signs. But, you know, there's other signs that have been mentioned here. So you know if this is your reading. The story has spoken to you, so obviously you have to stick to that. Okay, thank you so much for taking the time out and listening, for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. You are very appreciated, dear Aries. Just a little bit of patience more. You've got Uranus, 28 degrees and 49, so it's practically at the 29 degree. This is a very important time for you. And just sit back and relax. Let that chariot take you where it's going to take you. And that message is giving me messages of Capricorn. I think the reading for Capricorn was let that chariot lead you. Let me just check that before I am mistaken, and I don't like that. Let me give you the last month's, the last readings, I should say, if you have not already watched this reading of mine. Yes, it says, ride that chariot, Capricorn. So, yeah, Capricorn's reading for this, for mid-December, is Finger of God and Destiny. So for those of you that are dealing with someone who's got strong Capricorn, please go and watch those videos. All right? Thank you all. Stay tuned for the next readings before the end of the year. There's a lot to be had. All from Divine Debut. Sending you lots of love. Bye-bye.